everyone, and welcome back to what I guess you could call another Figma review. And this, as you can see, is the Figma PLUS Classroom set, and of course this is once again by Max Factory. So I'm finally getting around to tackling my backlog. That's why I'm doing something that's reasonably old. And according to the box, this is just more ways to enjoy Figma figures. Like there isn't enough already. There's the back of the box, and we can see a couple of those old Figma archetypes. I have to say right now, I can't wait for the new ones. They look so much better. You can see down here that it's just a couple of DI stages, as well as this window backdrop down here. So you can see from this picture that it is a model kit, so you better bust out your nippers. So now getting that out of the box, and this is what you get inside the box. So in the first bag, you get the backdrop and the instructions, and in the second one, we have the parts of the DI stage. The DI stage itself, that's number 1. There's number 2, more parts for the stage, and finally the parts that make up the desks. So there are the instructions, and as you can see, it's pretty simple. So I guess first off, we just cut out all the parts. So there we can see the desks are on one runner, and the chairs are on another. So now cutting out all the parts, and I guess while I'm cutting these out, I can talk about something else. I'm getting some flashbacks to that Sakamichi Oneda review. I guess if you want to check that out, I'll stick a card or something up there. Also, on another random note, you may or may not know that the guy who owns Max Factory, Watanabe Max, actually had a part to play in the development of Master Grade Gunpla. However big the role or whatever, I'm not necessarily sure, but it is interesting that, like, this is probably one of the only figure lines I know that contains some elements of plastic models, so that's pretty cool. And in case you are wondering why I am bothering to do this after this thing has been out for months, literally months. Did it come out around Christmas or something like that? I finally found some free time, so I might be able to get through my backlog, so I'm hoping at getting some daily videos up for a while, so that would be pretty cool. And finished. So now finished with the super half-ass cleanup, and now it's time for assembly. Where are those instructions? Okay, I'll be back in a second with them all stuck together. And finally, there they are, all put together. So now onto the DI stage. The DI stage itself looks absolutely amazing. The print on here is epic looking. That looks great. And then the backdrop should just slide in there like that. And so there's the whole thing finally put together. And I have to say, it does look pretty cool. The only down points might be those little nub marks that you get on the side of the desks and the chairs. These come painted on the runners, so there isn't really a way to avoid making marks like this on them. You could repaint them if you wanted to. That would probably be the only way. So that is pretty much it for this review. This is definitely a cool little set. One of the best aspects about posable figures is the fact, well, that you can pose them. And little sets like this are pretty cool for those of us that don't have the time or skills to kind of build our own little sets for them, so that is kind of cool. And I wouldn't mind seeing more of these in future by Max Factory. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to come back for more Figma reviews. See you next time.